So, Ricky Unos, what up, what up? You know what it is? All right. Yo, I got a new video going up. In about three minutes. But I just came on, salute to my real peoples. Let everybody know what time it is. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, definitely welcome back. Like I said, I took a little break, man. I had to get my head right. And in between that, people trying to get views, do what they do. But it's understandable. You know what I mean? It's understandable because, when you're the king sitting on the throne, you're always going to have, peasants pulling at your feet. Because that's what peasants do. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's all love. And I ain't going to come up here bashing nobody, call nobody name, because I don't need to say nobody name in a negative manner to get views. Everybody already know. I don't need to say nobody's name in a negative manner to get views. And I'm going to say it again. For the record, I said this when I first came out of federal prison after 26 years for standing 10 toes down, which is unheard of to many people. You know what I mean? It's unheard of. All right? It's unheard of to many people other than movies and gangster novels. You know what I mean? You already know, son. Fuck the haters. The haters gonna hate because gangsters gonna do what gangsters gotta do. I talk that shit because I am that shit. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. Unique's that shit. Harlem stood up, Harlem stand up, and I kept Harlem up. Harlem kept me up. We kept each other together. If you ain't from Harlem, you don't know what time it is. You know what I mean? So anybody can say what they want to say to try and be unique. But there's only one unique. You hear me speak, you know what time it is. The transcripts speak for themselves. I will be releasing the transcripts so you see, you know what I mean, that men go on here. I'm not even going to say men, you know what I mean, but I'm not going to try and disrespect them. So, you know what I mean? People go on here and they say negative stuff to try and big themselves up. I never said nobody name in a negative manner. I never said my rat's name. I never said my snitch's name. You understand? He think I'm supposed to hate him because you snitch. Dog, you did what was in your heart to do. You did what was in your heart to do. Don't be mad at me because you expressed your heart. You know what I mean? Them people broke you, man. Them people broke you. Understand that. You can't build a platform off of my name. I'm God in this, man. I ran the streets. I lived for this and I died for this. I gave 26 years for this. I'm the representation of this. And I'm not bragging about it, not boasting about it. I'm just telling what it is. I can't erase my past. You understand? I'm that nigga. Don't get it twisted. I'm that nigga. All right? Just so you niggas know. I went chilled out my man Booth and T-Rod on 49th Street for the weekend. Big shout out Booth, T-Rod, the whole 49th Street, Andre. You know what I mean? Sick of everybody. You already know what time it is, Shaft. I saw all the homies. You know what I mean? Now I'm going to give you Unique, being that they want to bring Unique out. I'm on my Save the Youth time, so I try to keep it positive. I got to talk about my past. So once in a while, you're going to get haters say, he glorified. No, I'm not glorified. I am glorified. I am glorified. You understand what I'm saying? And I bring people on my channel to tell you that. So if you want to question the people on my channel that stand up men, you understand? And I don't care who told, who did what, who did whatever. I ain't got nothing against them. If they with saving the youth, I'm going to put them on my platform. Period. If they with saving the youth, I'm going to put them on my platform because that's more important than our old emotional feelings. You understand what I'm saying? I wipe my ass with feelings. You know what I mean? I don't deal with feelings. Niggas' feelings are for suckers. Let's get it straight. All right? Now, I got a new video going up. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say who I am or what. Anywhere I go, they stop me and give me my flowers. You know what I mean? Anywhere I go, they stop me and give me my flowers. If somebody want to hate because of that, man, alhamdulillah, it's on you, dog. You know what I mean? But don't think you're going to pull me in no stupid-ass internet fight because, like I said, I got transcripts. I got the transcript. I sat there for 2 weeks and watched the man that I called my friend, my brother, testify against me for five days, man. 10 hours a day. It broke my heart, but it never broke my spirit. It never broke my morals. It never broke my principles. It never broke my honor. You understand what I'm saying? Because none of that mean nothing to me. A man do what's in his heart, and I can't be mad because a man is weak. If a man is weak, that's on you, my nigga. Now, I'm talking to you as the big homie. If you're weak, you're weak. You was weak enough to surrender to the government and testify against me for 5 days, 10 hours a day, 50 hours for the week, over 500 pages of transcript, I will be releasing. So yes, my brother, I'm not mad at you. You did what your heart told you to do, and I have the transcripts to teach that, man. That when suckers go in front of the judge, you understand what I'm saying? They do what suckers do. When men go in front of the judge, he do what men do, and you're looking at him. So let's get that straight. This is what it is. I'm not with this life no more, but it's in me, so I can easily become that life. Because that's what shaped me into this life. That's the elements that made me my gangster. You know what I'm saying? And the streets speak for you, Neek. Let's get that right. All right? Now, I got a video going on right now where the streets are speaking. I already had all the kings of New York. All the kings of New York. Because I'm not the only king. Plenty of kings. And big shout out to all of them. I had the kings come up here and speak and tell you who I am. And then a dude that took the stand for 5 days, 10 hours a day, 50 hours for the week. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't even tell you about the rebuttal. Because they called him back on the stand to refute what I said. And today he's talking about some crazy stuff. Now he wants to go on YouTube and say he's a man. You was never a man when you surrendered, man. You a man if you admit you surrendered and you take responsibility for your actions, and then we could talk. But I'm not mad at you. I just don't have nothing to say to a man that can't admit that he did what he did. And I'm not going to defame what you did. I'm not going to hit you with the hood terminology, because I've never disrespected you or any man on here, on my platform. My platform is positive. My platform is positive. Because that's how I move. You know, when you know you that nigga, you know the streets going to speak for you. I'm going to just drop videos of people giving me my flowers and tell him to drop one. Tell whoever, tell them to drop one. When they could drop video with somebody giving them their flowers, you know, then they cool. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be a kingpin to have a man give you flowers. You don't have to be in the streets. You don't have to be a drug dealer. You don't have to be a murderer. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm just talking about a man saying, man, you was a good man. You taught my child how to play baseball. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. But like I said, I got a video up there, man, that I just put up. And that's my response to the, what you call it? Because I'm just learning this terminology. So bear with me. Yo, I think this shit is crazy. Yo, this is an episode for the Twilight Zone, man. You know what I mean? This is really an episode for the Twilight Zone. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, people want to build platforms. Be you, dog. Be you. Big shout out to everybody keeping it positive on their platform. That's all I'm with, keeping it positive. And like I said, I'm not going to say nothing bad. Because, I mean, you know, they could try and eat a king's back, but my back is made of armor, my nigga. My back is made of armor, my nigga. Now, you got Unique talking to you from 88. My back is made of armor, nigga. Don't get it twisted. And whoever feel that fit them, that's who it fit. That's the haters. You know what I mean? Because my platform is about positivity, man. So I done had all the kings from Harlem come up here, love them, respect, salute. You understand what I'm saying? And now I'm going to have the queens come up here and give me my flowers and tell you who I am. Now you don't want to give the kings they respect, so maybe you'll give the queens. You know what I mean? Because I think the niggas that's trying to hate, you know what I mean? You know, they fall in that category of females. And I'm not even going to call them the B word. Because like I said, I'm not going to diss anyone. I'm just speaking facts. Because this is how a man speak. A man don't need to belittle another man to try and get with another man's woman. If his woman wants to leave him for that man, she's going to choose to do that. Because of who you are. Not for the lies you tell backbiting her man. So you can't backbite the king, my nigga. You can't backbite the king. Hey, yo, I was locked up for 26 years. Every night I had to go to sleep knowing that these people expected me to die in prison. And niggas is mad because I stood strong. I showed you how you supposed to handle it if you get in that situation. And I'm here now telling you, don't get involved in the game. Don't get involved in that situation so you don't have to be a fake nigga coming up here trying to belittle a king for standing strong, showing you how a king handled it when he's captured. I was captured by the federal government, 52 states. It was United States of America, which is 52 states versus Unique. Waynesworth Marcellus Hall, nigga. Get it straight. Don't get it twisted. Hold up. And I don't even like to get off the camera and do that. But I'm going to get my book so you know what it is, nigga. Go buy the book if you want to know what a gangster life like. Nigga, go buy the book at RonG.com. You understand what I'm saying? At RonG.com. Go buy the book. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the streets speak for me and the transcript speaks for the motherfuckers that told on me. Let's get that straight. The transcript speaks for the people that told on me. So you all that, I didn't, listen, I'm going to drop the whole transcript, my brother, and I'm going to let the world know what you said to the government and the jury to get me life with no possibility of parole, plus 20 years. And you want me to be mad. I'm supposed to be acting like you right now. But I elevated past that, my nigga. Because I couldn't read or write. My homies used to have to read my letters. Before my homies knew I couldn't read or write, I used to fly to Virginia, man. I got letters from the court for court appearances and couldn't read nothing on the letter but the date. I got on a plane and flew down to go see my brother and brought the letter just for him to tell me. You understand what I'm saying? Where the court is at, what's going on. Let's keep that straight. You know what I mean? Come on, son. Nah, never will I give how could I give a sucker shine? Nobody can make a sucker shine. Like nobody can make a devil shine. The devil is the devil. End of story. Let's get it straight. The devil is the devil. A sucker is a sucker. And a king is unique. You know, all right? A king is unique. So I'm giving y'all jewels for free. This is how a king moves. I play chess. Niggas don't even know how to move pieces on a checkerboard. Nigga look at the checkerboard and see red and black and start smiling because he can't comprehend what the piece is supposed to do on the board with the numbers. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Don't get mad at me because I'm a man, dog. Because I'm not going to hate on you because I feel you're not a man. In your world, you feel you're a man for what you did, and you're entitled to that. And home to a law, that's where you are. But in my world, I don't feel that. I don't feel that. You know what I mean? And you know, just like JVR said, everybody just needs to shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I got the shirts coming out, the Fifth Amendment. The first thing the police tell you when they pull you over is, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you do can and will be used against you in a court of law. Let me say that again. My shut the fuck up movement, for anybody that feel that it's towards them, it ain't towards you. Because my brother, like I said, you told on me. I never said your name, and I'm not going to say your name now. You came out on YouTube to say your name. Why? I don't know. Because I don't know how you think you could change the narrative from the facts, from history. The history is you were the key witness in my case that gave me life plus 20 years. I couldn't read or write. My prosecutor said it himself. Because I went to go see, my prosecutor's a private attorney now. I went to go see my prosecutor, the same man that gave me life plus 20 that was trying to bury me. He tried to bury me alive in prison. And I drove all the way down to Virginia and I went to go see that man. I looked him in the eye and I told him, I'm back, nigga. Let's get that straight. I told the prosecutor, I'm back, nigga. I never said a word to him during my trial. And a man telling me I'm stupid because I refused to talk to my captors. I refuse to talk to my captors. I refuse to talk to my damn captors, and a peon. Peons is telling me, oh, you stupid. You should have cooperated. You should have got a deal. I refuse to even let them offer me a deal. And that man respect me so much that he said, yo, the first thing they taught me in law school when I was going to become a prosecutor, to prosecute people like you, was that every man has a breaking point. Every man has a breaking point, is what the feds, the government, teach the prosecutors. Find his breaking point. I'm going to let y'all know what a couple of breaking points is. And I'm going to keep this like if I'm doing a YouTube joint so y'all get the sneak peek. You know what I mean? Y'all get the sneak peek and then I'm going to edit this and put it up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The first thing that you must understand, it was a war on drugs, man. And once we as Americans picked up drugs, crack cocaine in the 80s, they considered us as enemies of the fucking state. Don't y'all understand that, man? Some got away. Alhamdulillah, I'm glad you got away. I would have got away if the man wouldn't have stood on the stand against me for 50 hours, man. And I didn't even count the rebuttal. And my brother, I'm going to put up the rebuttal, how my lawyer ate up the prosecutor with your lies. You know what I mean? When you try to say, crazy ass shit. Yeah, I sold drugs. I took all that. You gave me all that. Nigga, you gave me 255 keys for my guidelines in Virginia. I took that, my brother, and dusted off my shoulder, because that wasn't shit. That wasn't shit, because I still had my life. As long as I could breathe, I got a chance to win, because that's the way I was raised. Big shout out to my older brother that raised me, that I disowned, because he didn't honor the code that he gave me to hold me down when I went in for 26 years and I held him down for 8 years. So everybody been shitting on me, and I'm not mad at him. I love you, my big brother. You made me the man I am. You made me the man to be able to sit here and talk to these people, old and young and future coming, because they're going to show my videos long after I'm gone, because there's so many haters within the power that be that's watching me, that's looking for any chink in my armor. My family, there's no chink in my armor. And I'm going to have all men, all kings and queens of every state up and down the East Coast I went to. I just took a tour up and down the East Coast and was welcome in the very neighborhoods that I poisoned. I went to see the very prosecutor that prosecuted me, told him he did the right thing. He had every right to take me off the street. I was a drug dealer. I poisoned the community. They locked me up. But now it's time to fight. Now it's time to fight. So when it's time to fight, what do a nigga do but fight? And you fight the way you know how. Some niggas roll over on their belly and play snake and roll in the grass and get what they captures. That's what they do. But that's not me, dog. I stood 10 toes down. Big shout out to 10 Toes Down TV. Big shout out to 10 Toes Down TV, because he held it 10 toes down. So don't get it twisted. This is how men move. You know what I mean? I tried not to give y'all this because they still got certain restrictions on me and things like that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm wearing an ankle bracelet. I beat life plus 20. I get released, and then the immigration grab you on some bullshit, because they like, how this king beat us. How did the king beat us? Because he's a more superior king. And I beat the 52 states of the United States by coming home. And that's it. They won because they captured me and they gave me life plus 20. And it took me 26 years to get my life around, to use the system like it's supposed to be used, to get out here and talk to you sensibly. Now you got all these crazy wannabe uniques coming out the woodwork. Dog, you can't be unique. You can't be unique. Like I said, I don't have nothing against a man that told. That's why I put the Alpo video up, because I don't have nothing against anybody that told. He did what he felt was right for him. I don't agree with it. And I told him that. And he respect my opinion. So as a man, as a king, I got to respect his opinion, even though I don't agree with it. But I respect his opinion from his standpoint, not from mine. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, he's a man like I am. He admitted to his wrong. So how could I say anything less about Alpo for admitting to his wrong, dog? And I expect the working class people that's not involved in this to forgive me for my wrong. A man do what he gonna do when he stand on it, man. Bottom line. A man do what he gonna do when he stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And for that, that's what make you a man in your book. It don't matter what I think about you. It don't matter what you think about me. These jewels I'm giving you is so vital right now, because there's a lot of hate going on out there. I've been going 26 years, man. I come back out, jump on YouTube, take over. Dudes went crazy, didn't know how to take it. And I'm not used to niggas, you know what I mean, that's gonna pick up shit like this. I don't know how to fight against weapons like this. I just know how to be a real nigga. I just know how to be a real G. I don't know how to fight against weapons like this. This is for suckers, man. This is for suckers. And I know y'all know that because y'all laugh at it, because it's entertaining to y'all and you have every right to laugh. You understand what I'm saying? But when a nigga lie on you and say things that's not right about you, then you let me know what's happening. And then you remember that unique telling you, don't pay that shit no mind because the sucker gonna do what a sucker do. And all that. Yo, why do a man need to say another man's name to try and shine? If your name don't shine, nigga, you dusty. You heard me? Your name don't shine, nigga, you dusty. And that go for the females too. So I'm not talking to nobody direct. So don't think I'm talking about the dudes that try to hate on me. Because they gonna do what they do. They gonna do what they do. And I'm gonna do what I do. And the crazy part is, he yelling, come on the show. If you would have asked respectably as a man, I would have considered it. But all this foolery, the people gonna see who you are. And the people will see who your guests are. The same ones that you're trying to stamp as not being a government informant when I got 500 pages, man. I got 500 pages of your key man that's trying to slander me. Come on, dog. This shit make no sense. I'm a warrior, man. And this is what I'm fighting with. That's all I know how to fight with right now. And what I'm doing, my niggas, is a chess move. It's a chess move. And we're going to see who get chessmated on the board, nigga. Because I've been playing chess all my life, nigga. I was raised and bred for this. I didn't watch YouTube videos to know what a gangster's supposed to look like and not know because you haven't had one sit in front of you to tell you what time it is. Let's get that straight. Let's get that straight, my niggas. You know what I mean? I was raised and bred into this, nigga. I've been hustling in herb gates since I was 12, 13 years old. Running the gates. And I was in them before that, nigga. Watching and learning. Because that's how they raised me. To be the gangster that I became. But I'm trying to talk to you as the reformed man now after 26 years in prison, letting you know that it wasn't worth it, man. All that wasn't worth it. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I'll be a sucker and a fake nigga if I told you I didn't have fun. I'll be a sucker and a fake nigga if I told you I didn't. Man, I had fun being the king of the crack era. Running with the other kings. Feel me, my niggas? Big shout out to all the females. Big shout out to everybody that kept it 10 toes down. Cop your Mecca audio shirt that I'm going to be having out. The Fifth Amendment, you have the right to shut the fuck up and remain silent. That's the first thing the police tell you when they pick you up, dog. I've been arrested so many times, I memorized it. You niggas just seen it on TV. I experienced it. You have the right to remain silent. The first thing they tell you. Then they tell you right after that, any goddamn thing your simple ass say will be used against you in a court of law. That means you can't take it back, nigga. So that's why when the prosecutor asked me to talk, nigga, I don't trust you. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Don't say my name. Don't look at me because I'm a gangster. And you're a prosecutor. You know what I mean? And I went to see him since I've been home. Because he's a private attorney now. Getting mad niggas off cases the same way he buried me on my case. Big respect. You won that round. But I'm back and this is a new round. And I'm not going to let your Team USA compadres, that want to jump on other channels and talk madness about I'm stupid for not talking to you. Yo, they mad because I wouldn't want to meet their new boss, their new team captain. No, I don't need to meet your captain, my nigga. Because I'm going to war with your captain. And that war is over because they gave me my time. Then a new war begun. And that was get my ass back out here, which I'm here. Now niggas is intimidated because I say shut the fuck up because they feel because they didn't shut the fuck up, I'm talking to them. Come on, dog. I don't have no energy for you, my nigga. That's why I'm laughing. And that's why I'm not even going to disrespect my honor by saying your goddamn name on my channel, nigga, because you're not worthy of it. You're not worthy to be here, your name on my channel. I mean, at Jamaica, so I say that for any other Jamaican, I'm listen. The man not worthy of my bumper clot talent. You understand? Because me gangster is my talent. And that's why I tell the picnic them don't do it no blood clot more. If y'all sell drugs, back away from it. Because you know why I go jail for 26 bomber clock years? I don't know you picked them when them go to jail. I saw it I go. I started off being raised by the Jamaican them. You understand me? I said, I'm come up here from your picnic. You understand? Some will call me a bomber clock Jamaican. Because I speak American very well and I know how to kick that shit because I am that shit. You know what I mean? Like I came from Jersey to New York. I never disputed that. I love all my niggas in Jersey. Big shout out to Corio, Vinny B, Dal Green, Andre Wiggins, my brother-in-law. You know, that you try to tell some old crazy mess to. Big shout out, Andre. Because that's what family do. That's what family do. Big shout out to Big Jeff. You know what I mean? That's what family do. You know what I mean? Don't think because family reach out to you to talk some sense into you that they're doing it for me. Because I don't need no nigga to talk for me. I got 21,500 people I can talk to up here. And 21,000 of them is official that know that transcripts speak for themselves. My brother, you testified against me. I didn't put you out there. I didn't want to put you out there because that wouldn't do nothing for me. To me, that'll make me a sucker to put you out there. You know what I mean? Only a sucker talk about another man to try and big his name up in a negative manner. That's why I bring men up here and I speak positive about them. I respect my killers. I respect my kingpins. I respect my corner hustlers. I respect my credit card scammers. You understand what I'm saying? I don't agree with it. And they need to get away from it. But if that's what they choose to do and they're willing to stand for those consequences that come with that, who am I to tell them any different other than my stance is don't get involved because it's not worth it. Before niggas say I'm bigging them up. So that's what it is. Y'all want to have a powwow with the king? Go check out the new video with Unique Mecca Audio, man, where the Queens of Harlem is speaking for me. Then the Kings of Harlem speak. Then I'm going to drop another video. And all my videos is done on the street, nigga. My videos is done in Harlem. I speak about Harlem because I'm still in Harlem. I'm still in Harlem. I'm still Harlem. Harlem is still me. Because we all one and the same. The young ladies is going to let you know that Harlem is family, dog. You can't change our history, man. You can't change it. Yo, the Europeans changed our history and tried to hide many things in the book, like who my great cousin Marcus Garvey was. Because that's what the government do. But once you take the stand, and a man got over 500 pages of you sticking a nail in his back, in every inch of his body, and he stand there and he take it as a man and tell you, I'm not mad at you, dog. You did what you felt was right within your heart. I don't agree with it. I would have never done it to you, and I'm still not going to do it to you, and I'm still not doing it to you now. Can't no nigga call me a liar because the streets know and the transcripts know. I got it all. Unique got everything. I got it all. I got the transcripts and I got the streets, nigga. All you got is a keyboard, nigga, to spread propaganda and hope somebody listen to the madness. I'm gonna have to back up from the cursing because I want the youth to be able to really see this and know. You understand? And that's why I'm talking to the youth now. I'm talking that shit because I am that shit. That shit is what made me the man I am today, that I know how to tell you that it's not worth it. Put down whatever you're doing wrong and take the right path is all my channel is about. It's not about talking back to the clowns, you know what I mean, that want to come up here and tell jokes. You're going to see how the streets is responding to that. The internet people that's not on our streets, that, they don't know how they responded. So I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to let y'all see how the streets is responding to the crap. I'm going to let y'all see how the streets is responding to the crap that they try to put up about a king, dog. Big shout out to Big D. Big shout out to Gangsta Lou. Big shout out to Pretty Tone. Big shout out to Peter Shue. Big shout out to everybody that been on my platform. You understand what I'm saying? Kevin Childs, AZ. You know, that's what happened when you speak in gospel. You know what I mean? The devil trying to interfere. But the devil can't stop me, nigga. Because I'm walking with God. I'm walking with God. You know, just so you understand. You know what I mean? Dudes want, yo, I love Kevin Hart. I love Chris Rock. I love Dave Chappelle. Now I love this new comedy team they got up there on YouTube. They got a new comedy team on YouTube telling jokes, dog. They telling jokes. You holding down a man that I own 500 pages plus of transcripts that everything he's saying is a lie, and I'm going to put a video up to show from the transcripts that everything is a lie. You got that man sat there and told them straight up that he moved over $1.5 million of my drug money from my drug empire from the Tidewater area, Virginia, to New York City. From the drugs I sent down to my brother. Because niggas know, wasn't no drugs in Virginia, but what came out of New York, nigga, and I lived in New York. I ran New York. I ate, smelled, pissed and shit New York. Because New York shitted on me, but I learned to shine through the shit. So I don't have a problem. Therefore, I'm not even going to give them what they want for a nigga to say their name to send my loyal viewers and subscribers over to the page. You know, I'm going to keep doing my thing. Because my thing is unique, nigga. My thing is unique, nigga. It's so unique. You come out the closet, you know what I mean? And dust off somebody that got the Team USA uniform in his closet. Now he coming out to recruit others to be down with Team USA. But my people smarter than that. The people smarter than that. Because when I drop these transcripts, where you see how this nigga went into detail, into talking about how gangsta I am, and that was done on the oath. Big bro put his hand on the Bible and swore to what he said. So you can't come on YouTube now 27 years later because you mad that a nigga back on the street, running around on a YouTube, getting love. You can't stop the fire, my brother. You can't stop the shine. Because the fire will always burn, nigga. That energy that they love that I give them, that's that fire within me, nigga. The fire that didn't diminish when them people came to me like you did. For 500 plus pages. Come on, my dog. I'm not mad at you, man. I told you I'm not mad at you. So if you want an angry response, you can't get it out of Unique because you don't deserve the energy. Because that would mean that I allowed you into my space. And you can't come to my space, dog. I control my space. I control the destiny of my space. You controlled yours and you allowed the Team USA to get within you. You can never go back from that, man, nigga. That's public record. So I'm not going to slander you because you slandered you when you got on the stand to bury me in federal prison for life without parole plus 120 years and got the balls to go up here and lie to the people. And I'm going to address that, my brother. But I'm not going to address the bullshit you said. I'm going to let your transcripts address the bullshit you said. Because your transcripts don't lie, my nigga. You lie. Because you went up there and said a whole bunch of lies. And I can say it because I can stand up in your court of law with your Team USA and produce my evidence. You show me one evidence that, show anybody one, that you're not a part of Team USA. Because like I said, I already went down there and apologized to the prosecutor for poisoning his community because he was protecting his community. So he had to get niggas like me off the street. And I understood that. And that's why I went into it in the manner that I did. And there's this foolery and think I'm supposed to cooperate and talk to them and make a deal. Nigga ain't nothing to talk about to make a deal, nigga. Prosecutor ain't got nothing to say to me. Prosecutor ain't got a damn thing to say to me. You know what I mean? And I'm not mad at him. You know what I mean? So let's get that straight. He did his job. And brother, as a government witness, you did your job. And you did it amicably because you convicted me. For swearing on that Bible, under oath, you was going to tell the truth. So that was your truth. And now you're trying to switch your truth up? My brother, I will drop the transcripts. Not may, I will drop the transcripts. Because I have the transcripts. But I'm going to see how long you're going to try and play this game. That you're not a government informant. When you yourself said on your your comrade channel that you did tell on me. That's the first thing you said. And then now you're trying to say that you didn't? And I have over 500 pages to give to the people? My brother, have you lost it? Have you really lost it? If you need help, I took psychological training within the federal government. I have over 3,500 hours of psychological training. So I can, and I will be willing to diagnose you if you're willing to sit on the couch and be honest. But the first thing you have to admit is that you're told. That's it. I'm not going to make that sound any other, derogatory word. You cooperated. You turned. You went to work for the government, my brother. You know what I mean? And I don't have an issue with that. Because that's the case, I'd be mad at the rest of the government people that was going against me. And I was never mad at the prosecutor when he would tell them that my music was trash and my life was a waste and I crammed a lifetime of crime into 29 years. I wasn't mad at him for that. Because he was doing his job. And when you took the stand to bury me, you signed over your freedom to them and you were doing your job. And I humbly salute you for doing your job well. Because you convicted me. And I'm not mad at you for doing your job. Because you decide, you choose what job you want in life. And I chose the job to be an honorable man. I chose the life to be an honorable man. So don't get mad at me because you're dishonorable. You dishonored the street code. And I'm not going to get into, the younger people saying there is none. Because for my generation, there was a street code. And your older family members would tell you there was a street code. Go watch a new video you need, make audio, see how the people respond to the foolery, my brother. And that's why I'm laughing at, they laughing at it. This shit is hysterical. I got over 500 pages and a man is sitting there telling all you, and dudes is allowing them on their platform. I don't mind if you allow someone on the platform that's going to say some type of truth, even if they feel it's negative about me. Alhamdulillah, welcome that. Because Allah protect me. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. You took the stand, you became a government informant, dog. You can't change that, my nigga. You can't go up here and lie to the people when I have over 500 pages that I will be posting. And I ain't no hurry to do it. I'm going to let you keep talking more. Because the more you get up here on YouTube and tell a lie, the more your own transcripts is going to contradict that. You told them I was God, nigga. You told them you was my dude boy. You did, what, 5 years? You was out over 2 decades more than me, and you still couldn't get your life together without me? Now you're trying to use me to build your life? And trying to get other dudes to hold on to that to build a platform? Come on, my nigga. What, you felt that it's new work shit? You from the old era. First admit what you did. And then we all move past it. And that's what it is. So, you already know the old saying, the dog with the biggest bite. It's usually the female out the batch. The dog with the biggest bite is usually female out the batch. And they bleed once a month. So right now, he's bleeding. You know what I mean? He's bleeding out the tongue with a bunch of bleeding bumper clot lies. That the transcript I can prove. The transcript will prove it. You know what I mean? The transcript will prove it, my nigga. Because you swore on the oath and they had a stenographer in there. That's how the government set it up. So they have it documented who I am. And they got documented who you are. And if you respect you, that's all that matters. What I think about you or the rest of the YouTube viewers think about you, that's between you and them. But don't try and pull me into that. You know what I mean? Like my man said, like my mom that said she on 169th Street and they talking about Club 2000 right now. Thursday night, Wednesday night, Monday night, Sunday night, Saturday night. Come on, dog. They still talking about me, man. And everything is positive. You know what I mean? And that's why I came home and I didn't go get the little peons. No disrespect to the little guys. You know what I mean? I went and got the kings that y'all look up to. Big salute to them for coming on my platform. I'm going to be doing more with them, but I had to hold up to give the haters a chance to come out the woodwork so that I don't tarnish their name, because that's how men look out for his comrades. So I'm going to let the hate, you know what I mean? On Peso, what up, big dog? You know what I mean? That's one of the young brothers that I touched since I've been home. So that, and Peso is one of the main reasons that I push forward, my nigga. I met him on my YouTube channel when I only been out here a few months, and he told me I changed his life. Yo, Peso, tune in real quick, son. Tune in. I don't know. Let me see if I can send it. Hold up. Let me see if I can send your request. Okay, hold on. Let me try something. Peso, come people know, son. You know what I mean? Because they act like they don't know a nigga making a move. There are a lot of people that ain't been hearing from me because I felt low and, you know, got, you know, dealing with my grandkids for birthdays and things like that. You know? So it is what it is. So don't tell me no foolery. You know what I mean? I'm a man. I'm not going to address bullshit. I don't have the energy for it. And I'm not going to allow the viewers to have the energy for it. All I'm going to give them on my channel is wisdom and positive wisdom. But I will check. I will check negative wisdom and lies, because the transcripts speak for themselves. So I ain't gonna say a goddamn thing. And then I got the street speaking for me, nigga. I go on any and every block and they love me because I love them, nigga. Those are the same blocks that you prayed I would never put my toes on again. You prayed I would never touch those same streets again. But I'm back. like your worst nightmare, nigga. Like Freddy Krueger. I'm back. And I'm successful. And you're trying to be by telling lies on little old me. Come on, dog. The people know. Your Team USA have their history. Your Team USA teach their history. Your Team USA have their history. And we have ours. We have ours. We have our history, dog. You can't change that. No one even know who you are in New York. People is asking, who is this clown? I'm like, nah, dog, we ain't gonna disrespect the big homie. You know what I mean? Because he the big homie for Team USA. And I respect my enemies. I respect my haters. And Team USA hated me. I respect that. You know what I mean? So hate it, gonna hate. But like I said, I'm gonna drop the transcript and everybody associated with them, you know what I mean? They're gonna do what they do because it's in them to do what they do. Like it was in me to stand 10 toes down. And again, big shout out to my big homie, 10 toes down. Just so you know. You know what I mean? Just so you know. Big shout out to Sasquatch, 112th Street, Blackface 112, my man Flip, my man Latif down in Baltimore, Carlos down in Baltimore, Rudy down in Baltimore. I didn't even get to drop the Rudy Williams video because of these clowns with their games. And everybody waiting on the Rudy Williams video. That's already done. Come on, dog. Go back to your cage, and I'm gonna go back to my cage. And let's move forward. And we see what the people want to hear. But I'm not gonna say your name and disrespect you, nothing about you to get my views. Because my people want to hear what I gotta say. Remember that. You know what I mean? What up, Busy B, the original, BB. You know what it is, Now I'm just really talking to them, letting them know You know what I mean? You got a new comedy show out. And that's all it is, a comedy show. Because I'm going to drop the transcript to shut all that down. And I'm going to drop a video with the transcripts. That's going to be very tasteful and very respectable. I'm still not going to disrespect him because his transcripts disrespect him. His very words on YouTube the last week disrespected him from his transcripts when he swore under oath. You know what I mean? When he swore under oath and put on that Team USA uniform, the same way Kobe put on the Team USA uniform and played for USA. And we love Kobe. Because, you know, he did something for the people. But when a man put on Team USA uniform and bring a man down and give him life plus 25, plus 20 years in prison, and you want to be respected, you know what I mean? Busy B, what up, son? You know, they got my big homie right there. You know, Busy B, come on here, let you know what time it is. You know what I mean? Busy B will come up here and tell you what time it is, how I ran Harlem, nigga. Original Harlem, nigga. Original Bronx, original Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, you know, he might overturn my case, but I already did the 26 years. So I'm not even thinking about my case. Just like I'm not thinking about that nigga. Because he sound like a fool. You saying a bunch of lies that I have transcripts where you yourself contradicted it. So every time you open your mouth on YouTube, every time you open your mouth in YouTube and said a lie, I'm going to put the transcript where you contradicted that lie by letting them know I'm the king. And now you're trying to say some other stuff. Alhamdulillah, do you? You know what I mean? Y'all know you're still waiting on the Alpo video, but you get clowns like this that come in that sidetrack from the message they're trying to save the youth. And I got to make sure everybody's moving together on the same page as you. Because you just want to see the Alpo video for informational purposes. And that's all I'm trying to put it out there for. It's for informational purposes. So a person know that no matter what side you on, no matter what you do, you know what I mean? You lose when you break the law and get into a life of crime. You know what I mean? Let me see. Hold on. Don't do nothing on Peso. Let me try something. Hold up. Let's see if that come in. I just pushed it. So let's see what happens. But you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that, man. I got time for giving up knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. What up, Aaron?
What's good, my brother?
Oh, you know what it is. You know? I'm just letting them know that, you know, people like you is the reason why I do what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now,
sure.
Give them our history real quick, how you met me and, you know, what I done with you.
Man, I definitely met Unique, man, with YouTube, man, going back and forth. And it started with me commenting, and then, man, just to see that he was a down-to-earth person that could actually tap in with you, you know what I'm saying? Not just host these great rooms, and you know what I'm saying? He actually can talk to you, see where your mind's at, see where everything's at. But since I met him,